You know, the way Clover praises the protagonists when they solve things always makes me think of, like, praising a dog for doing a trick. Like, that's just how it always comes across when it's from her.
What the hell?
Did Dio activate the thing?
Of course. Why would they do that? Whatever. We should be heading back anyway.
I headed for the door. Clover's voice stopped me.
What is it?
I turned to see her pointing toward the wall with the treatment pods.
What? Oh yeah. It says recent operational records.
I stepped closer and began to read. What it said was interesting. Currently treating one subject. That one subject had to mean Quark. This was the pod we'd put him into, after all. I read on. 7:48, one subject released. 8:06, one subject successfully restored. 8:16, cold sleep mode disengaged. Beginning restoration of one subject. All prior records have been erased. Authorization admin. I checked the other pods. They were all the same. 7:48, one subject released. 8:06, one subject successfully restored. 8:16, cold sleep mode disengaged. Beginning restoration of one subject, all prior records erased. Authorization admin.
Whoa, what is all this?
およそ8時間前までこのポットの中でコールドスリープにかけられてた人間がいる。そういうことみたいね。しかも3人3台のポット全部に同じ記録があるから。
That's before we all woke up, huh? I mean, it hasn't been 8 hours yet. So the 3 pod people could be 3 of us. Pod people. They could have been captured earlier. Don't know how much earlier. Then they were thawed out 8 hours ago and carried into the AB rooms.
そう考えるのが自然だろうね。この施設の中にゲームの参加者以外の誰かがいるっていうのは考えにくいし、ただ正確に言うと9人のうちのじゃなくて10人のうちのだと思うけど。
Yeah. If you count the old woman we found, then it would be 10, wouldn't it? So, who were the 3 pod people? Don't call them that.
そんなのわからないって。
If you call them that, Clover's gonna get the wrong idea.
記録には収容者としか書いてないんだから。性別も年齢も一切不明。こんなんじゃ推理のしようがないよ。
Doesn't say when they were put into cold sleep either.
記録は管理者により削除されましたって。なんか思いっきり怪しげな作為を感じるんだけど。
I wonder why they wouldn't just write the time, though.
相対時間?
Well, you said it yourself. The log says 8 hours ago, not like 9:15 a.m. Those minus signs have to mean this far in the past. Who would ever write the time like that?
なんでだろう?
Somebody who's trying to obscure what time it is.
Maybe Zero Senior doesn't want us to know what the actual time is.
どうして？
Hell if I know. Speaking of things I don't know, why did this stuff suddenly show up? It seems like whatever it was that triggered this activated as soon as we opened the door to leave.
ゼロボスが前もってそういう仕掛けを施しておいたんじゃない？
Everyone celebrate, I have tomorrow off.
Yay!
Yay! This is for work updates with Hansy.
Yeah, but why? That's what I'm asking. What reason would he have to do that?
Accidentally skipped
ポ
ahead.
ットの稼働記録を見せたかったからかな。
Perhaps, but he deleted a bunch of the data. Why?
もしかして全部貼ったりとか。
A trick?
モニターの記録は全部デタラメで、ゼロボスは私たちをからかうためにこんな仕掛けを。
So, you're saying this was just a joke?
断言はできないけど、そうなんじゃないって言ってるの。
No, it doesn't make sense. Y'all don't have
Very
time for this.
interesting.
他の皆さんに聞いてみよう。何か思い当たることがないかどうか。
Yeah, you're right. If the AB gates have opened, we need to be heading back to the warehouse anyway.
それからクオークのことも報告しないとね。
We double-checked that Quark was alright in his pod, then hurried out of the treatment center. So not only is one of us a robot, 3 of us at least, we're
Our
also
pod
being
people.
we're also being kept in cryo sleep for an indeterminate amount of time.
I know who 2 of those people are.
Yeah, two of them would pretty obviously have to be Clover and theoretically Alice, but like things are weird with her.
Oh, are you talking about the all ice stuff?
Yeah.
She's not actually all ice. She's
Yeah,
not.
Yeah,
loving.
she's not.
I know, but
that's
she said
actually
something
canonically
before
not.
about like being hard to I don't remember what it
Well,
was.
No, I think she was joking because
I
she
don't-
knows about all
Yeah,
ice.
she-
The context
yeah.
didn't seem like it was a joke, but I don't remember.
Yeah.
Anyways, so point is obviously those 2 because their ages
Yes.
are not lining up with Tenmyoshi's.
I do know what you're talking about. What she said earlier was that she's resistant to like the drugs that knock you out,
Oh.
which is why she woke up early. When
Yeah,
we were
yeah,
voting
that was what
against-
it was.
voting against her. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways.
Is this another warehouse?
なんか上の階、A 階の倉庫と似た感じの作りだね。ねえ、治療室で手に入れたマップ見せてもらえる？やっぱりそうだ。この倉庫、A 階の倉庫の真下にあるんだよ。
Huh. So it is.
あれってもしかして
Sorry.
3枚あるね。
Those doors are white. I got it.
I was like, this seems maybe skippable. Is this maybe skippable? It was not skippable.
カラードドアだよ。ほら、見て。脇にいつもの装置が
Anyways, I'm pretty sure I know who the 3rd cryo sleep person is too, but I'm gonna keep my mouth shut about that.
I guess we'll be coming back here pretty soon.
でも、もうその必要はないかも。
What do you mean?
だって私もシグマも今の BP は6じゃん。
Yeah, that's true. So?
私たちはペアバン同士でしょ。
Girl, we are not voting to betray Quark.
その
Yeah.
対戦相手は誰
Clover.
Quark.
だよね。でもクオークは今治療用ポットの中にいるから
This is why we don't
Clover.
trust you, Clover.
You aren't saying we should pick betray, are you?
シグマだってそのつもりだったんじゃないのだからパターン C 今のこの組み合わせでいくことについて反対しなかったんじゃ
No, no, that's not. I thought that with Quark's condition, I'd be able to choose ally and not worry about getting betrayed.
いいって嘘つかなくても
Clover.
私たちはパートナー運命共同体なんだよ
Clover, you're saying all this after Tenmyoji said he trusted you.
Yeah.
I'm not hiding anything.
じゃあ本気で言ってるの協力を選ぶべきだってちょっとやめてよこんなチャンス二度とないかもしれないんだよ次のラウンドで BP を8にすることができたとしてもその次で加点できるかどうかわからないじゃんそれ以前のこととして3回目の AB ゲームが確実に行われるっていう保証もないし今
Okay, wait,
BP が6の人は
why does she have to convince him? Didn't Tenmyoji said he wasn't even gonna let Sigma in the room?
Yeah.
リオ、ケイ、ファイの3人この3人のうちの誰かが
Be able
次
to
のラウン
blame
ドで
him.
9点になっちゃったらどうするの
That's not going to happen.
どうして
Fi and Luna are playing against Tenmyoji. He's only got one BP left, though. I really don't think they'd pick Betray. If Tenmyoji picked Ally, they'd kill him. The same goes for Dio. He's playing against Alice and Kay, and Alice is BP.
ダメ
Dio does not care.
He does not care. I agree. But her BP is the same as Tenmyoji, so unless Dio's willing to kill someone,
Which he is.
which he is, he won't be able to get his BP to 9.
じゃあ
No
ア
one
リ
is
スたちの
trusting.
投票先は裏切りで決まりだね
Yeah, that is generally the best defensive choice.
だけどもしもディオが協力を選んだら
Does Dio
Then-
ever choose ally?
No.
He chose ally once against Luna,
Yeah.
の BP は9になる
and
じゃ
that
ん
launched the worst ship in the entire fucking fandom.
Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah.
なんだだったらやっぱり私の言った通りじゃない K の BP が9になったら3回目の
I'm gonna
AB ゲー
tattle
ムは
on her.
行われる
I'm gonna be like, Tenmyoji, Tenmyoji! Clover wants to betray Quark! Well, that's not necessarily the case.
If she found out who Tenmyoji was, do you think she would feel bad about, like, taking advantage of his trust like this?
Oh,
Yeah, I
probably.
I feel like she would after all they went through.
Yeah.
逆に言うと
Because like she's loyal to Alice to a fault, and they barely met after after 999. You know?
Mhm.
要するに K は目標値に達してもここにとどまり続けると
I don't know, but it's possible.
そんなのありえないって
Well, we can think about how we're going to vote later. For now, we need to get back to the others. There's a couple things I've got to do when we get back. Suspicious.
分かったよ
Okay, back to floor A then. Let's move.
I turned and headed for the exit. After a few moments, I heard Clover's footsteps following behind me. Bum, 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 bum. We're moving. God. We gotta go up the elevator. Oh my god. And the doors gotta open.
四つ葉よかった戻ってきたのね
We the last ones?
ええそうよ
Waiting for Tenmyori to yell at
Yeah.
us. Yeah.
Tenmyoji's expression was furious, and from the way he was stomping toward me, I felt like I only had a few seconds before I was on the ground with his hands around my neck. I explained what had happened with Quark and the pods as quickly as I could. Just like, don't kill me, he's in a treatment pod!
本当に安心できる代物なのか
多分ね。
多分
No, they're definitely safe. He's fine.
どっちなんじゃとにかくわしはクオークのことが気がかりじゃ四つはその治療室とやらに案内してくれ
でも、
大丈夫じゃ投票の締め切り時刻までにはまだ20分はあるじゃろ行って戻ってきても十分間に合う
わかったよ。じゃあ、ついてきて。
While you're going, you might want to let her in on some key information.
I hope so.
As soon as she finished, she was off. Tenmyoji followed at her heels, and in the blink of an eye, they were gone, out the magenta door.
All right, you guys got some splaining to do.
何のことですか
You opened the AB gates before Clover and I got back, didn't you? I want to know why the hell you'd go and do something like that.
It was Dio.
シグマ
It was Dio.
よく見ろ
As she spoke, Phi gestured toward the line of AB rooms. Only one was open.
私たちが全員で扉を開けたわけじゃないんですよ
So you're saying only one person or one pair jumped the gun here?
そうだ
Well then who was it? Duh.
The only
What is
person
that?
not there?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he is still there.
So it
I
was
thought he was
you.
already inside.
Figured as much.
別に問題ないだろ
It's always him, every time.
Mm-hmm. Yes, Dio. Yes, it is a big deal.
どうして仮に締め切り時刻に間に合わなかったとしても投票先が自動的に強力に設定されるだけで
No, not just. Are you telling me you didn't know? Didn't you find one of these notes?
なんだよこ
We found this in a treatment center.
私たちが入った部屋減圧室にはありません
私たちが探索した
Yeah,
食料
can skim through this.
Yeah.
ルールの AB 対戦
Yep,
相
yep,
手その言い換える少なくともどちら
Rules.
You get it now? If we hadn't gotten back in time, Clover, Quark, and I could have died.
He doesn't care.
And you just...
れわかったよ悪かった
No, you're
だが本
not.
当に知らなかったんだからしょうがないだろ
So you wouldn't have opened the gate if you did.
当たり前じゃないか。何を言ってるんだお前は。
Tomato this man.
Yes.
ところでシグマ、お前たちが探索したのは治療室なんだよな。
Yeah?
治療室というと、なんだか薬品の類が大量に保管されているようなイメージがある。そこにラジカル6の抗ウイルス薬、アクセラビルはなかったのか？
No. It's not really that kind of place. It just had those pods, and that was it. Besides, if we'd found anything to cure Radical 6, we wouldn't have put Quark in the pod.
そうか。だとするとポットにはラジカル6の感染症を治療する能力があると。
No, unfortunately.
無理なの？
Oh. Well, it says so on the screen next to the pods. Something about how it can provide relief from the symptoms, but it can't actually cure the disease. That's better than nothing, though. Oh, right. There's one more thing about the pods I should tell you.
As quick as I could, I explained what the records had said about the pod's occupants and their cold sleep.
Cold sleep?
つまり私たちのうちの3人は氷漬けにされていた可能性があるということですか？
If you can trust what we read, yeah.
誰なのよ、その3人って。
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. It didn't say who they were, or even when they were frozen.
なあ、一つ確認させてくれ。そのコールドスリープというのは人体を凍結保存する機能なんだよな。つまりクマやカエルが冬眠するのとは違って体をガチガチに凍らせるものだと。
Yeah, I think so.
すると心臓はどうなる？
What?
コールドスリープにかけられている間は停止することになるのではないか。
心臓が止まればその人のバングルは外れるようになってるんだよさ。
Oh. So if we go into cold sleep, our bracelets would come off?
でその後すぐに解凍すりゃいいってわけか。
ポットは3台あるって言ってたわよね。
だとすると9人で順番にそれを行ったとしても3回で済みますよ。
しかし皆さんはいいでしょうが私は。
True.
The armor.
Yeah, we don't have
まあ
computer.
なんとかなるんじゃない？とにかく行ってみましょう。話はそれからよ。
わかりました。
ちょっとコールドスリープの機能が使えなくなってるってどういうことよ？
すみません。
何もルナが謝ることはなかろう。単にゼロボスかゼロウサギが機能にロックをかけたというだけのことじゃ。
But when Clover and I were here, it worked.
コールドスリープの機能。
They saw us plotting with it and were like, no,
だからその後でゼロの野郎が細工したってことだろ。たく、浮かれて損したぜ。
確かに。
Yeah, they
よくよ
must
く
have
考えてみれ
because
ば
remember, we cold sleep Dio before
oh yeah.
in our timeline.
コールドスリープを使ってバングルを外すなどという抜け道をゼロが見逃すはずはないですよね。
I forgot about
あるい
that.
は私が口に出してしまったのがまずかったのかもしれん。それをゼロウサギに聞かれてしまって。
いずれにせよ残念な結果になってしまいましたね。
残念。本当にそう思ってんのかよ。内心はほっとしてんじゃねえのか。お前のその体じゃコールドスリープにはかけられないかもしれねえからな。
なんてことを言うんですか。私は本当に。
Before Kay could finish, the announcer's voice echoed through the facility. We gotta get over there.
締め切りまで残り10分です。プレイヤーは速やかに投票を済ませてください。所定の時刻までに投票を行わなかった場合、未投票者の選択は協力に設定されます。
ねえ、時間が迫ってるよ。そろそろ戻らないと。
わしはここに残るぞい。クオークを置いていくわけにはいかんからな。
おい、何を寝ぼけたこと言ってんだジジイ。ソロ版であるあんたの対戦相手はファイとルナのペア。もしかしたら2人に殺されちまうかもしれないんだぞ。
わしの BP が1じゃからか。
そうだ、あんたが次のラウンドを棄権したら投票先は自動的に強力に設定される。だからファイとルナが裏切りを選んだら、
我々は裏切りなど選ばん。強力に投票するつもりだ。
ええ、初めからそのつもりでしたし、天明寺さんが棄権するのであればなおさらです。
ルナさんの BP も天明寺さんと同じく1ですから、本来であれば安全策をとって裏切りにとなるところですが、天明寺さんは協力で確定しているのですから、ルナさんたちも安心して協力を選べると。
ええ、
まあそういうことじゃ。わしはファイとルナを信じておる。必ず強力に投票してくれるとな。
Sounds good. Okay then, Tenmyoji, you take care of Quark.
お前さんに言われるまでもない。片時も目を離さずに見守っておるよ。
さあみんな、時間がないわ。行きましょう。
Back at the Floor A warehouse, we opened the AB rooms.
投票の締め切りまで残り4分です。
All right, Clover. We should probably head in too. Don't fucking do it, Sigma.
Don't do
I
it!
swear to God. I swear to God, Sigma.
Tenmyoji.
B 階の倉庫で言ったこと
Yeah,
覚えて
probably.
る？
Yeah. You told me we should betray Quark since we might not get another chance like this.
Is she about to say never mind?
Right?
あれ撤回してもいい？
Yeah!
Never mind.
治療室で天明寺さんと話してちょっとだけ考えが変わったの。
He told
やっ
her!
ぱり私たちは
Told her.
協力を選んだ方がいいと思う。
Hey, that's more than just a little bit. That's like someone trading in a Shih Tzu for a German Shepherd.
Clover is the
What
German
the hell
Shepherd.
happened with you two? Yeah, she is.
Yeah,
Did he say something to you?
he sure did.
言えないの。
What? Why?
どうしても多分話しても笑われるだけだと思うし。
I won't laugh.
本当に？
Promise.
でもやっぱり言えない。
Hey, come on.
それに約束もしちゃったし、絶対に誰にも言わないって天明寺さんと。
Okay, now hit the ally button.
Alright, fine. I won't ask about it again. But Tenmyoji doesn't really have anything to do with this, right? Our opponent is Quark.
関係あるよ。だって天明寺さんにとってクオークは大切な存在だし、クオークを裏切るってことは要するに天明寺さんを裏切るのと同じで、ほら覚えてない？赤、青、緑の CD に分かれて進むとき、天明寺さんはこんなことを言ってたでしょ。
わしは今誰のこともと言ったが、実は一人だけ信頼できる人間がおるんだ。四つ葉じゃよ。とにかくお前さんならばクオークを安心して任せることができる。
私そんな風に言ってくれた人のこと裏切るなんてできないよ。
You were gonna.
Yeah.
You seem pretty ready to betray him back on floor B.
だからあれは天明寺さんが何者なのか知らなかったからで。
Oh, so you're saying you know who Tenmyoji really is?
天明寺さんが話してくれたことが本当だとしたらね。
投票の締め切りまで残り1分です。
シグマ、お願い、協力を選んで。
You aren't going to try and vote yourself?
だってどうせ装置の前に駆け寄っても首根っこをつかまれて引きずり戻されるだけでしょ。力ではシグマにはかなわないもん。だから。
No, actually, I'd love to be able to blame you for whatever goes wrong.
Yeah.
All right.
With that, I turned to face the voting machine. The question was, what would I do? Ally or betray? Just as Clover had said, betraying Quark was like betraying Tenmyoji. That wasn't even taking into consideration that Quark was just a kid. And he was infected with a deadly disease that would almost certainly kill him if we didn't do something. How could I betray someone like that? Only a monster would take advantage of a helpless child for their own gain. On the other hand, what Clover had said in the warehouse on floor B was true. It was unlikely that I'd get a chance like this again. If I chose betray, then I'd have 9 BP. I would be able to escape this godforsaken hellhole.
Don't do it.
Do it.
No.
No, don't do it.
No.
No.
So what would my choice be? What would I do? Ally or betray? I chose...
3、2、1。
It would be funny if this was the only one that it didn't let you choose.
We choose ally!
Honestly, I'm hoping that the other route in this route is nothing, so we don't have to play it. I don't want to betray Quark at all.
アンビデックスゲートを開放します。
シグマ、どっちを選んだの？
Well, if you betray Quark there, then you get to 9 BP, so yeah, it's probably nothing.
Yeah, I don't want to see it. I don't care about completionistness. I don't want to betray Quark. That just feels so gross.
You didn't see me push the button? Huh. Well, you'll know in a moment. Let's go. Being so cagey. Dude.
I gave her a light...
Say you chose ally.
I gave her a light pat on the shoulder and headed toward the wall where the results would be displayed.
I mean, he's also the one who's obsessed with saying 3, 2, 1, go. So pulling things out to last as long as they can is like his
He likes to build anticipation.
And I hate it. I'm mad at him for it.
Yep. Yep.
Yay!
Yep.
Yay!
About as expected.
Pretty much.
Exactly as expected, I would say.
Yeah.
結果は以上のように確定しました。各自バングルの数字をご確認ください。
シグマ、協力を選んでくれたんだね。
Yeah. Quark is sick, a kid, and unable to vote. Because he's not 18. I couldn't bring myself to betray someone like that.
The whole being unconscious thing is secondary to that, of course.
Correct. No need to thank me. I only did what anyone would have.
Except for Dio.
And we're not ever going to choose the other response.
Please no.
Yeah, it's
I
just
will
pathetic.
legitimately be upset.
Yeah.
So you guys chose ally too, huh?
当たり前じゃないか。天明寺の BP は1で、おまけに投票先は強力に設定されることが決まっていた。その状況で裏切りなんて選べるはずがないだろう。
もしも私たちが裏切りに投票してしまったら、天明寺さんは
Yeah, you didn't have much choice.
Alice, Kay, and Dio, on the other hand, seem to have had a less pleasant round. No AB game involving Dio is pleasant.
考えてんのよ、ディオ。裏切りを選ぶなんて正気の沙汰とは思えないわ。私を殺そうとしたの？
別にそういうわけじゃ。
Yes, he was.
じゃあどういうつもりなのよ。もしもこっちが強力に投票してたら、私は今頃
バングルに仕込まれた注射器が作動し、命を失っていたでしょうね。
だからそういうことだよ。アリスの BP は1だったから、お前らが協力を選ぶはずはないと思ったんだ。つまり状況から考えて、お前らが裏切りに投票することはほぼ確実だったわけで、それを知りながら協力を選ぶのは自殺行為だ。
あなたの BP は6もあるんだから死なないじゃない。
まあすぐには死なんだろうな。だがほとんど死刑宣告を受けたに等しい事態にはなる。
Alice, kill!
しかもその宣告は俺だけに下されるものじゃない。K 以外の全員に下されるものだ。
どういうことよ。
わからないのか。お前らの投票先は裏切りでほぼ決まっていた。その状況で俺が協力を選んだら K の BP はどうなるよ。
6たす3で9に。
だろ。そうなったらもうゲームは終わりだ。人生も終わり。K は9の扉を開いてこの施設から出て行き、残りの8人はここに取り残されたまま不毛な一生を終えることになる。
Why did the most lame people say blow this popsicle?
わかったか。だから俺は裏切りを選んだんだ。
Fucking clown.
アリ、お前を含め
Clown is too nice a word for him.
救うためにな。
Because, like, I know characters who are very clown, and they are not as terrible as Dio is.
Okay, Sampo liker.
Hey! Be nice to me.
Alice gritted her teeth and scowled fiercely at Dio, apparently trying to think of a rebuttal before finally snorting indignantly and stalking away. Shortly.
I have a response to you calling me Sampo liker, by the way. Would you like to hear it?
Yeah. Shortly thereafter, the warehouse was filled with the rumbling sound of the doors sliding shut.
Ambidex ゲートが閉鎖されました。Ambidex ゲーム第3ラウンドは星の回です。ゲートは星のマークが記す。なお、これを
Yep.
As many times as we want, huh? Then that means...
星のカードキーを使えば何度でも AB ゲームができる。そういうことなんじゃない？
なあ、そういやゼロウサギがこんなこと言ってなかったか。
AB ゲートが閉まる。それから
Yep, yep, yep.
Yeah, he did. Can you guys all show me your bracelets? You're like, oh, I'm not falling for this shit again. I want to see what all our colors and groups are this time. Do we ever go through a door with... When's the last time we went through with Dio?
Too soon. Too soon ago.
Yeah.
We must have gone
we
through at least one with him last time.
I think.
I don't remember what.
No,
Within moments, a series of wrists were extended for me to examine.
I see. Luna and Clover are a cyan pair, and Phi and Alice are a magenta pair. The remaining three are all solos. Kay is red, Dio is green, and I'm blue. So, how are the groups supposed to work for the next round? I think the next doors are going to be those white ones down in the floor B warehouse.
ああ、それなら聞いたよ。アリスたちのチームからこの倉庫でシグマと四つ葉を待っている間にな。
We can't skip this.
I mean, we can
so lay it out
skim
for
through
us,
it.
blah blah blah.
Yeah, blah blah blah.
おや、次は
I have to skim through it manually.
そうじゃない。
悪夢またした。
アリスに不思議な。
それでこれからどうしましょうか。白の第一扉が開放されるまでにはまだだいぶ時間があるみたいですけど。
Yeah, about 80 minutes.
Oh dang, that is a long time.
Yeah.
とにかく気になるのはクオークの容体だな。ラジカル6の感染症はポットでは治療できないようだし。
ダメ元で抗ウイルス薬アクセラビルを探してみる？
そうだな。みんなも手伝ってくれるか？
もちろんです。
わかりました。
了解だよ。
しゃあねえな。俺も手を貸してやるよ。
シグマは
Of course I'll help.
It takes a village.
What kind of a jerk wouldn't?
よし。それでは別れて捜索することにしよう。
I feel like something horrible is gonna happen real soon.
Probably.
Alice hasn't gone crazy in a while.
After some discussion, Dio and Kay were assigned to the pantry, Luna and Alice to the treatment center, and Clover, Phi, and myself to the pressure exchange chamber.
では CD 開放までの残り時間が10分になった時に B 階の倉庫に集合ということでよろしいでしょうか。
We all nodded. Kay turned to Alice and Luna.
アリスさんとルナさんは治療室に行かれるんでしたよね。
ええ。
でしたら天明寺さんにもこのことを伝えておいてください。
わかりました。
それから集合時にはクオーク君を連れてくるのを忘れずに、病と戦っている最中にポットから出すのは気が引けますが、やむを得ないのです。クオーク君のバングルがなければシグマさんも天明寺さんも白の第二扉を開けなくなってしまいますからね。
了解よ。
さあ、そうと決まれば早速行動開始だ。行こう。
With a final nod to one another, we split up, each team heading in a different direction.
What endings have we gotten?
Dio, Tenmyoji, Alice, and Sigma.
Yep.
Yes.
Do you think this could be the Clover ending, maybe?
I believe
Maybe.
it is.
Yeah.
Ooh, I guessed right.
So, this is the pressure exchange chamber.
いや、正確に言うと減圧準備室だな。この部屋は2層構造になっていて、減圧室は下の方にあるらしい。
どうして知ってるの？
アリスから聞いたんだよ。 アリスはこの部屋を探索した3人のうちの1人だからな。
Did you talk to her when you were waiting for us back in the warehouse?
そうだ。
Well, let's head downstairs then.
そうだね。
So, this is the real thing.
そうらしいな。
Why do they have something like this here?
これもアリスからの受け売りなんだが。
Apparently, the pressure inside the facility was a lot higher than the pressure outside. That was part of a system designed to keep the virus from getting in. It did mean, however, that we'd need to go through a decompression process in order to get outside.
ほら、準備室の壁際にずらりと防護服が並んでたけど、あれはウイルスの感染を防ぐためのもので、あれを着てこの減圧室に入らないと外には出られないんだとさ。
I see. Whoa, 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 whoa. Then that newspaper article was right?
残念ながら、その可能性は高いと言わざるを得ないな。
So the air out there is teeming with Radical 6.
ああ。
ねえ、もう一つ気になったことがあるんだけど、聞いてもいい？
なんだ？
さっきのファイの話によると、防護服を着てこの減圧室に入れば外に出られるってことにならない？
ああ、それはダメらしい。減圧室の奥の方にある扉、がっちりと溶接されてて開かないみたいなんだ。
I'll be right back again.
Okay.
Okay.
Damn it. Just one door between us and freedom.
それを言うなら、Q の扉だって同じだろう。
Okay, yeah, but...
まあとにかく、今はアクセラビルを探す方が先だ。クオークを助けてやらないと。
そうだね。
それでは私は上の準備室の方を調べてみる。シグマと四つ葉はこの回を頼む。
Got it.
了解。
We looked everywhere we could think of, but turned up nothing. Eventually, I couldn't keep my mouth shut any longer.
Hey, what do you think the deal is with this stuff about the world being infested with some crazy virus? A pandemic seems like it would make the news, but I don't remember hearing anything. Wait a minute. You mentioned it, didn't you? Back when Dio was asking questions? We were in the infirmary. It was right after Quark lost it.
お前ら、ウイルスが蔓延してるなんてニュース聞いたことがあるのか？
それはないけど、でも。
And then Alice said,
ウイルスがばらまかれるという情報なら耳にしたことがあるわ。
So, what's the rumor she was talking about? I got the feeling you and Alice were talking about the same thing. Clover, what do you know? Not a lot. What are you and Alice anyway?
Girlfriend.
I heard you guys belong to some sort of organization, but what is it?
Clover was quiet for a long time. She bit her thumbnail and looked down at the floor. Then finally she lifted her head and met my eyes.
わかったよ。シグマは信用できる人みたいだし、教えてあげる。その代わり、私が言ったってこと、アリスには絶対内緒だからね。
All right.
約束してくれる？
Promise.
Clover nodded and began to talk. I listened with rapt attention, at a complete loss for words. Here's what she said. Oh boy. I've got a lot of reading ahead of me. Alice and I are agents of the SOIS, which is under the jurisdiction of the Department of Defense. SOIS stands for Special Office of Internal Security, and we're an elite intelligence division that investigates potentially disruptive or dangerous elements, such as domestic or foreign terrorists, radical political splinter groups, and religious organizations with extreme agendas that could pose a threat to the state or citizenry. Our existence hasn't been made public, so there are only a few people who even know we exist. You're probably wondering how I even got involved in something like that, huh? Well, it started when I met Alice. I told you that I've played the nonary game twice before, right? Well, this was after the second time, so about a year ago. We'd just escaped, and we were all stuffed into this SUV barreling across the desert. I was driving, and that's when I saw her. Alice. She was standing next to the road with her thumb out. She was already working for the SOIS, and she'd been on her way to the building we'd been trapped in as part of her investigation. But on the way there, her car had broken down. We offered to give her a ride, of course. After she... Welcome back. We are getting Clover story.
Oh, trust me, I have heard everything because I have wireless headphones.
After she got in, we started talking, and it turned out that Alice had gotten a tip that the terrorists she was after were in the building we'd been trapped in. We couldn't see how us playing the nonary game had anything to do with the terrorists, but Alice had a suggestion. Maybe the two people who trapped you in there are the terrorists? That didn't seem very likely to us, but we were chasing after them anyway, so we decided to bring Alice with us. Unfortunately, we didn't find them. As far as we know, they're still out there now, on the run. Anyway, we were taken back to SOIS headquarters and put into custody. I guess they thought there had to be some kind of connection between us being kidnapped and the terrorist group they were investigating. But they must not have found anything, because after a few days of questioning, they let us go. We all went home and returned to our lives. But things didn't go back to the way they'd been. My mom got real worried about me and my brother since we'd gotten kidnapped twice now. Yeah, so she hired bodyguards for us. Oh, I haven't told you about my brother, have I? He's super awesome, for one. Aw. And he was in both of the last two nonary games, too. So, anyway, we'd been grabbed twice. But the people behind the two nonary games were totally different. That didn't matter to my mom, though, so after that, all these huge men in black suits followed me and my brother everywhere. It was awful. We were always being watched. People would look at us funny because we were being followed around by a bunch of creepy-looking guys. I couldn't stand it. Just when I'd thought I'd finally be free, all that was waiting for me was another kind of prison. The only time I was really happy was when I was hanging out with my brother. So we were talking it over one day, and we decided to leave. Like, run away. So we did it. After that, we lived on our own. Is it called running away if you're both legal adults already? I don't think you can call it running away at that point.
Yeah.
I worked in a cafe and he composed music. Oh. He plays the harp and he started writing this kind of new agey music. It got kind of popular, so we didn't have to worry too much about surviving.
The idea of Snake writing new age music on a harp is very funny to me.
Yeah.
Like fucking Enya.
I know! It's great. Yeah. Someone show him Lord of the Rings. He'd love that.
As if he probably hasn't already seen it.
True. Sometimes he'd play at little venues like coffee houses and stuff, and his fans would show up and listen to him play and cry. Or some of them would meet on their own and recite stuff from the book he'd written and play his songs. I know that sounds kind of like weird and culty, but they just do that stuff on their own, okay? My brother doesn't have anything to do with it. No, I get it, girl. That's just what fandoms are like.
Yeah.
Anyway, we did that for a while, and then one day Alice showed up. I need your help, she told us. We need people who can do what you can do. So we went to the location she gave us, and it turned out to be the headquarters of the SOIS, where they'd taken us after the second nonary game. They put us in a room with about a dozen or so other people who were all about the same age as us. A bunch of them looked familiar, too. It only took a moment to realize how we knew each other. They were the kids from the first nonary game. We were all excited to see each other again, and we were hugging and shaking hands and stuff, and then Alice walked in. The whole room went quiet. She walked up to the podium and looked around the room, making eye contact with each one of us. Right now, a terrorist organization is preparing for a major attack. They plan to trigger a viral pandemic. If they succeed, they will strike a massive blow against all of humanity, not just any one country. It's possible that we, as a species, will die out completely. We are doing our best to prevent this, but we need your help. You are what we call espers. You have the ability to access the morphogenetic field. We need that. I'm guessing you don't know what any of that is, but basically we can do this thing that's kind of like telepathy. Yeah, you don't need to go into detail, Clover. I mean, it isn't...
Sigma knows more than you know.
Not in this route.
Not in this route.
Sigma doesn't know, but we do. I mean, it isn't really telepathy, but that's probably the closest thing, okay? Espers can resonate their consciousness with another person through this thing called the morphogenetic field. The purpose of the first nonary game was to research that ability. So they kidnapped kids who had the potential to do it and threw them into the game. Alice had gathered up all the kids from that experiment. Well, I mean, it had been 9 years since it happened, so we weren't really kids anymore. Anyway, everybody she'd brought in was an Esper. That included me and my brother, of course. I bet you think I'm just making all this up, huh? I don't blame you. It is pretty crazy. I mean, I was even starting to forget I could do that stuff. So when I heard Alice's story, I was like, screw that. I was trying to move on with my life, and now some shady government creeps wanted me to use some weird ability I had for them? No way. I wasn't even sure I could do it anymore. Some of the others felt differently, though, and they told Alice they'd do it. It was a job, after all, and most people wouldn't turn down a salary like that. Oh, right, I forgot to tell you. She told us how much they'd pay us if we helped. It was a lot. More wealth than you can imagine. But I was still totally against doing it. My brother told me he'd go along with whatever I decided, so I decided we were leaving. A couple days passed, and then Alice showed up at our apartment. She didn't waste time. The people behind the first nonary game might have been part of the terrorist organization Alice and the SOIS were after. Wasn't that, she asked, something that I might want to know more about? That got me curious. My brother too. But the clincher was what Seven said to us. He was one of the guys that got abducted with us for the second nonary game. She called him on her phone right then and there and handed it to us. You guys are the only people who can do this. We don't know where Junpei is. He's gone off to travel the world looking for Akane. I haven't been able to get a hold of him. Please, just do me a favor and help Alice out. Junpei, like Seven, another participant from the second nonary game. Akane, one of the people behind the second nonary game. Seven was a Japanese policeman, which was probably how Alice got in touch with him. Anyway, that did it. My brother and I agreed to join the SOIS. For the next couple months, all we did was train. Half of the time it was general knowledge and technical skills an SOIS agent needed, and the other half was learning to strengthen our Esper abilities. They had actually known about Espers for quite a while, and had a lot of techniques that helped us get better and stronger.
Okay,
Sorry,
Ultra.
I'm just... Hang on. I'm just
Okay,
thinking
Ultra.
about all the trouble Ace went to
Yeah.
like prove these existed, including murdering children. And meanwhile, the government knew the entire time.
Yeah.
It's very funny.
Fucking clown.
God. After several months of hard work, we were finally ready for our first field missions. Mine was an infiltration. My brother stayed at the base, so I could relay information back through him. I was supposed to sneak into a research facility, posing as one of their workers, and then use the morphogenetic field to transmit what I found back to my brother. But everything went wrong. It was a trap. The whole research facility was fake, and I got captured. Alice had to come and rescue me. I'd been sending information about the inside of the facility to my brother, and Alice used that information to come and find me. As soon as she got there, she picked me up and carried me out. I was relieved and happy to be alive and free, but I also felt ashamed and miserable. While she was carrying me back out, I started to cry. She was just so cool, and I wasn't. I wanted to be just like her. So from that day onward, I did everything I could to be more like Alice. Our infiltration ended in failure, but we did manage to get something useful. In fact, we were able to figure out where their headquarters was. The directors decided that December 25th, 2028 would be the day we would strike. This time, I promised myself we wouldn't screw it up. I was finally going to get some answers about something that had been with me for most of my life. But then, on December 22nd, 3 days before the raid, Alice and I were attacked by people in gas masks while we were going over our plans. People plural.
Yeah.
Noted.
And when you woke up, you were in the warehouse.
All of that talking seemed to have tired Clover out. She sighed, and her long hair swayed as she moved.
Hey, I've got a few questions.
Nani?
Well, first off, your, powers, I guess. I'm guessing you can't use them right now?
どういうわけか、ここではダメみたい。最初に目覚めた時から、お兄ちゃんに向かって必死にメッセージを送り続けてるんだけど。
No response?
近くに能力者がいれば、共鳴作用を起こして力が増幅されるんだけど、ここではそれも期待できないしね。あ、でも。
What?
私よりも能力の強い人がそばにいると、力はその人に吸収されちゃったりもするんだ。だから、もしかしたらって思ったけど、そんなわけないよね。
Right, whatever. I have some other questions, so... Moving on. I think I understand what Alice was talking about now. They were trying to spread that virus, right? Okay. So, who are they?
それは、そこまではさすがに言えないよ。
What? Why not? You told me all that other stuff, but this is too much?
だって、アリスに怒られちゃうし。
I already told you I wouldn't tell her.
でも。
Fine. let me rephrase. When are they going to do it?
それが分かれば苦労はしないって。
So you don't know.
判明してるのは近々行われるってことだけで。
But that could mean just about anything.
そうだね。来週のことかもしれないし、来月のことかもしれないし、来年のことかもしれないし、もしかしたら過去のことかも。
Wait. You mean they might have already released the virus?
だってそう考えたら辻褄が合うじゃん。この減圧室のことも新聞記事のことも、それから3人がコールドスリープにかけられてたって記録のことも。
Are you saying you, me, and Alice were frozen and the pandemic happened while we were on ice? Wait. No, that doesn't make sense. Nobody else has heard of Radical 6 either.
嘘をついてるのかも。
Really? All 6 of them?
K の記憶喪失が本当だとしたら5人ってことになるね。あとそれからクォークも除かないと。
So you're saying Tenmyoji, Dio, Phi, and Luna are all lying? I guess they are a little suspicious.
でしょ？
And what's their motive?
4人が嘘をついた目的？知らないよ、そんなの。
Then what's the motive for a terrorist organization to start a pandemic?
愚民どもを浄化するためだって聞いたことがあるけど。
Purifying the unclean?
ちょっと待って。愚民。
What? What are you doing?
うるさい！黙ってて。何か思い出しそうなの。愚民。
She leapt up, suddenly excited.
Neo, what?
もう忘れちゃったの？これのことだよ。
As she spoke, she pulled something out of her pocket. It was the injection gun, complete with a vial of medication.
Oh, right. I remember that. It was in the safe in the treatment center, right?
So.
I didn't have any idea what it was, though, so I gave it to you. Are you saying you've heard about this neostigmine stuff before?
だからそれを思い出したんだよ。
You remembered?
お兄ちゃんから聞いたことがあるの。ステログミンはコリンエステラーゼ阻害薬、つまり筋弛緩薬ハイメトリンの解毒剤になるんだって。
Okay. Sorry, but I still don't get it.
Too many big words.
これ以上わかりやすくしようがないでしょうが。ああ、もうわかったよ。それじゃあもう一回言うからね。この注射銃に装填されてる薬、ステログミンは筋弛緩薬ハイメトリンの解毒剤になるの。理解した？
Oh, fuck. Tubocurarine is the poison in our bracelets, right?
そう。ペナルティを課せられた人に注射される2番目の薬。
So we have a one-time get-out-of-jail-free card.
More than one time if we find the laboratory.
Yeah, but that also requires them to actually think about using it more than once.
Yeah, which they did not do the last time we tried that.
So you're saying this neostigmine keeps it from working?
だから何度も言わせないでよ。そうだってば。
So we can just inject ourselves with this if we get penalized.
うん。死ななくても済むんだ。助かるんだよ。ただし、トリガーを引けるのは1回だけだから。
That means we can only use it on one person.
そうなるね。
Well, it's still good news. This means one of us can break the rules once. Like, let's see.
一番有効なのはQの扉に潜り込むことだよ。誰かが目標値に達した時にQの扉を開くでしょ。その時にこの薬を持っていれば自分の BP がQに満たなかったとしても扉の先に進むことができるんだ。とにかくこのことをアリスに伝えてくる。
What? Hey! Clover, wait! Clover?
She's gone. It was too late. Clover was already on the lift and gone.
Damn.
I was, I think understandably, upset. With no stairs, my only choice was to wait for the lift to come back down. As soon as it was back, I jumped on and headed upstairs.
Fi. Where did Clover go? Oh.
Oh no.
Fi, can you hear me?
Oh no. Fi, you're not looking so good. She didn't say anything, just stared at me with her mouth half open. Her eyes seemed slightly glazed, and her body was unnaturally stiff.
Fi?
I grabbed a shoulder and shook her gently. Slowly, she raised her arm, fingers drooping limply from it. She gestured toward the exit that led away from the warehouse.
That way? She went out that door.
Fi's only answer was a slow, shallow nod.
I don't like this.
Right, got it. Thanks.
I headed for the exit, then paused.
You look pretty tired. Get some rest, alright?
Oh, Fi.
Music in the background.
Still no response. There was something odd about her, but catching Clover seemed like more of a priority.
Oh boy.
I turned back around and jogged out the door toward the treatment center. This doesn't seem good.
No, it doesn't.
On several levels.
Huh? This is weird. Where is everybody?
I'd assumed Alice would be in the treatment center, so Clover would have gone there to find her, but the room was empty. Luna and Tenmyoji were gone too.
They'd left Clark, and the readout on his pod said his vital signs were still normal.
I feel like that should have been not dialogue. I think there was a mistake there. As far as I could tell, he was still asleep.
Fine. Guess it's time to go look somewhere else.
I made my way out of the treatment center.
not like this.
I really don't like this.
This is reminiscent of certain endings from 999.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't
Where
like
the
this.
fuck is everybody?
The longer we go without finding anyone, the more nervous I get.
What the hell? What is going on here? I can't find anybody.
How long until we stumble on a bunch of bloody corpses?
Every single room is empty. Wait. There's still one place I haven't checked. The infirmary. Oh boy.
Oh boy. I ran into the room and stopped short. I might as well have run into a brick wall. My chest tightened so much I could barely breathe.
No. What happened?
The
I
game
felt-
doing that is making me feel sick.
I felt my whole body convulse. Whether from terror or nausea, I couldn't tell. My legs went limp, and I crumpled to the floor. Something sticky pressed against the palm of my hand, and I looked down to see blood.
No, we don't want that to happen to anyone but you.
A vast, warm pool of fresh blood stretching out across the room, lapping at
On the
my
other
legs
hand-
and hands.
Why? This can't be real. How could... Yup.
Oh, Clover is among the dead bodies.
Oh. Huh.
Ha! In the middle of the lake of blood, like an island of flesh, were dead bodies. Okay, who all is here? We got Dio, Alice, Clover, Luna, Phi, Tenyoji.
Is that everybody except Kay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, Phi got here before. Oh, Phi got here before we did.
Yeah, because we were looking for everybody. We were looking for Clover.
Yeah,
And
and
we
we
looked all
told
over
her
the
to go
place.
get some rest.
Yeah.
So she just came straight here. They were a bloody tangle of lifeless limbs and dead eyes, with too much blood and chaos for me to tell who was who. Had they sliced themselves open? Or stabbed one another? I couldn't tell. All the blood. Too much blood. Whatever they'd done, it was clear what tool they'd used to do it. A scalpel lay in the blood next to them, its handle and blade streaked with gore. This was how they had died. This tiny blade.
Like they just took turns on this thing? Christ.
Yeah. That thing is not sharp anymore.
Oh god. This is it. It's all over. This is how it ends. That's right. I have to end
Oh
it.
god.
This nightmare will finally be over. Time to wake up.
Sigma, no! My fingers scraped across the floor as I picked up the scalpel. I lifted it slowly, carefully to my neck, as if someone were guiding my hand with theirs, and drew it across my throat.
Well.
And the reason, like, if they all took turns, like you said, the reason Kay's probably not there is that it's physically impossible for him to use that.
Yeah. So where the fuck is Kay? He's just
losing his mind somewhere, I guess.
God, yeah.
God, that's the Clover ending? What the fuck?
That is not where I thought that was going.
The Cleaver ending.
Talk about a submarine ending. Jesus Christ.
It's like when everything gets so bad, you can't help but laugh.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I was looking at it, trying to figure out where we were on the list of endings, and I noticed that for the Clover ending, you only vote 2 times.
Oh boy!
So I knew some shit was happening.
Hey. Like, why are both... So, Clover, in the first game, kills your ass in a very brutal way.
Yeah.
Clover, in this game, also dies in a very brutal way. And everyone else always also dies in both games because of Clover.
Yeah. Clover is the harbinger of horrible
it was
death.
because of Clover. She's
it's
just
her
kind of
ending.
there.
Yeah.
It's her ending.
Oh yeah.
So
It's because of her ending.
Yeah.
It's because of her ending.
Yeah.
She's like, hey, you thought that other ending featuring me was bad? Watch this.
Watch me kill everyone by not killing everyone.
And literally seeing her among the pile of bodies was the biggest plot twist. Because that is not how I thought that was going.
Yeah, you thought she was gonna kill us all?
Yeah.
But, yeah, it's because of the virus.
Yeah.
Now, see, what I would have thought, and this is me having, like, literally seen all this before, but having forgotten, like, what goes where exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Like, my first thought for the Clover ending after everything with the, Neo, whatever the fuck it's called, was, my thought was that she was going to try and set things up so that, like, somebody could leave with Quark and then just inject him, you know, to make sure that the thing didn't kill him, and then just leave with him and get help or something. But no.
Nothing can go that well.
Yep. Hey, you know, now we can get the K ending.
Oh.
Oh, it's a little late tonight.
Yeah. Probably
Yeah,
gonna
it's
wrap it
too
up
late
here for
to
the
be
night.
Yeah.
But Kay's backstory was something we got, like, way in the very beginning.
Mm.
Yeah, but then we ran directly into a lock.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I'm like,
So I
oh
guess
wow.
maybe-
We've been
yeah,
sitting on
next
that
time,
one for a
hopefully.
while.
I'm very excited for the next. I'm excited for K ending, and I'm obviously excited for Luna ending.
Yeah.
Because, you know, it's Luna.
Yeah, we love Luna.
I'm glad we already got the Dio ending because fuck that guy.
Yeah. We don't have to worry about him anymore.
Yeah.
So we need Kay, Luna,
Phi.
Quark, and Phi.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then true ending.
And true ending.
So that is 5 more.
So we're halfway there. With
Finally.
40 hours of playtime.
Yeah.
I love visual novels.
How many times have you said, "Are we at the end?" in your Tsukahime playthrough?
Okay, that's different. because the way the flowchart I'm using for Tsukihime is set up, it makes a lot of stuff look like way shorter than it actually is because it doesn't separate out each scene. So sometimes I'll get like a really long string of scenes with no choices in them, but it'll only look like one thing on the flowchart. And so I'm like, oh, we're pretty close to the end, and we're not. That happened like 3 or 4 times towards the end of Akiha's route. It was...
Yeah, I was watching those uploads. I was like, oh, this is the like 3rd one that is like,
Yeah.
are we near the end? And I'm like, oh.
And now it seems like we're getting close to the end of Hisui's route. And so I'm like, oh god, this better not be happening again.
I feel like that flowchart of yours should have like an hour estimate under each like section.
You would think this flowchart is... I'll show you guys after we wrap this up because it is dog shit. But yeah, we'll see you guys next time.